This is a lecture on how to healthily love, how to love someone properly. So I draw love into two categories. Are you in love or are you afraid of love? What we think is love is actually a fear of love. How the fuck can you explain why so many relationships are coddled with controlling behavior, such as dictating what a woman wears? Why the fuck is that? Why are you dictating what your girl wears? Why are men on the stratosphere or red pill community telling men that they should control how their woman dresses? Hmm, what is that? How can we love someone and tell them you shouldn't wear that? How is that love? That's control. Control is fear, therefore, the men are afraid of love. They're afraid that other men find their woman desirable. So they're actually scared of her power. If you can apply that to almost any situation, right? If a woman is constantly telling her husband to work less and engage with his purpose less, that's not love. She's scared of love. She's scared of the idea that he could one day not want to be with her, that he could one day not want to spend time with her. She's afraid of that reality. Fear is the exact opposite of love. How can you love someone if you're scared? If you're in fear, your ego will desire control. When you desire control, you desire to change someone. When you want to change someone, how can you love them, right? Because love means I accept you for exactly where you are and I appreciate and adore that all of you. Fear says, I like one part of you and I'm scared of some other party coming up, therefore I'm going to control you so that part doesn't come up. How we defeat this is we have to accept human beings as they are. That's what unconditional love is. Unconditional love is really love. That means seeing someone for who they are and all their flaws and really accepting them. How we get there is that Carl Jung's idea of love, which is the idea of love I prescribe to, is that love in a Western sense, in a very romantic. When we think of love here in the U.S. or in Western civilization, it's very much of like when you fall in love, you see the one, you see your this beautiful woman, and you feel, oh, I knew it was love at first sight. What that really is that men especially, when we see a very beautiful, elegant, feminine, amazing woman or a hot woman, we then give our soul, we project our soul onto that female. That woman becomes an access, a portal to God. When we don't have a relationship with anything outside our ego, and I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. That means that I think spirituality means having a reality that exists outside your ego. In Western civilization, we don't have that. We're becoming very atheist, and that's okay for many reasons. But what happens with that is we get very egocentric. We have no relationship with anything outside the ego. Therefore, when we love someone, it's the first time that we can actually live outside our ego. Therefore, that person who opens up love is a portal to God. Therefore, the person that we love is God. We expect them to be God. And when someone is God, that we give them all this power that if we think someone's God, if I think my lover, this new woman that comes into my life, is God in many ways, I then think that she's responsible for every well being in my system, that she's responsible for me feeling good, feeling confident, feeling healthy. That's God. That's not a human being. That's the first step, is recognizing, am I projecting a divine entity onto my romantic partner? That's the first step. And then after that, it's asking, can I love this person for being a human being? Once we love someone as a human being that we can't control, that has their own rights, that has their own freedom of expression, we then move from being afraid of love into love. When we're afraid of love is that when we project this godlike entity onto the person we love. So we expect them to be God. We expect them to give us this divine, powerful love that is so fucking amazing and vibrant and awe-inducing, and it makes all our egoistic issues go to shit and go away. Why would we not want to control them? If this person can give us access to this divine energy, why the fuck would we not want to control them? So I get it, but that's not love. You're afraid of love because you're expecting the person to be God to you, that they're responsible for all your well-being. The key that Carl Jung recommends, and I've experienced, is that you need to basically cultivate a balance between both realities. And that reality looks like creating your own sense of divine love within you. That your soul lives inside you. You can't keep projecting and, putting it on other lovers. You have to find a way to cultivate a relationship with your soul. What that looks like to me is always living from my heart. Your love, your soul is a separate God in you that exists outside your ego. That means you have to live outside your ego for the most part. Listen to your ego. Love it when it talks to you, when it tells you to be afraid, but consult your heart constantly, consult your soul constantly. What that does is you basically create this lover inside you, this lover that can guide you inside you, that you then feel all the time, that you will then project onto the other person. When you project that divine love onto the other person, you lose that side of yourself. So that's the first step, is cultivating a relationship with the soul inside you, the love inside you that exists outside of anyone, that exists only in your internal system. So the next step is, once you have that relationship with your soul, with the divine inside you, you can actually love someone for being a human being because you don't need them to be God. How you love someone as a human being, how you basically have healthy love and you're not afraid of love, when you're not putting someone in a box you need them to be in so you can love them, so you can love a certain side of them. When you entertain free love, it's because you at a core accept that this person is a human being. They're gonna make mistakes, they're gonna fart, they're gonna do weird shit, but I accept them as a human being. I chose to commit to them as a human being. I don't need them to be God, to be divine. Once we fall in love with a human, that's love. That's healthy love. When you love a human for a human, you're not afraid of them because you know they're fucking human. You know they're gonna fuck up. You know they're gonna hurt you. That's accepting love for what it is. So, if I could summarize it all, is that find a relationship with the God, the love, the divine within you as its own entity. Once you do that, you can then not project that onto others, and you can actually love a human being for being a human being. Love the human for all their flaws. That's a solution. You got this. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to watch more content, click this video right here. And please don't forget to subscribe right here. Thank you.